Welcome to the last part of your introduction videos for this week. We're going to do something now that you should know because we have covered this last year, but things do get forgotten, that's normal. Don't worry if you have forgotten, but let's see if you can remember how to find the volume and surface area of a cuboid. Okay, so first of all, let's deal with the volume. Okay. Now, volume is equal to length times height times depth. So it's length times height times depth. Okay, times depth. So in this case, the volume of this cuboid, the volume is equal to 3 times 3 times 4, which is 36, but the answer is in centimetres cubed. But that's not actually what the question asked for. The question asked for the answer in millimetres cubed. So I've now got to change that 36 centimetres cubed into millimetres cubed. So how do I do it? The same way as we did the previous questions. We know that 1 centimetre cubed is equal to 1,000 millimetres cubed. Okay, so we want 36 centimetres cubed. That's timesing by 1,000. So we're going to times by 1,000 here. And so we're going to get 36,000 millimetres cubed. That is the answer, 36,000 millimetres cubed. Okay, so that's job done for volume. Remember, the volume of a cuboid is the length times the height times the depth. Now, with the second one, we're asked to find out the surface area. Okay, surface area. So you remember what we have to do for that is we have to add up the area of all of the faces of the cuboid. And there are 6 faces. So here is a face. Let's mark it in. It's a rectangle. Okay, the face of it is a rectangle, and it's a 10 by 3 rectangle, which is 30 centimetres squared. Okay, and actually at the back, I'll do that in blue, there's another rectangle which is exactly the same. It's 10 by 3, so that's also equal to 30. Okay. Right, then at the side here, there's another rectangle, another rectangular face with a base of 5 and a height of 10. And also another one opposite it that's exactly the same size. Okay, so that's those done. And then finally there's a rectangle at the top and at the bottom. They're exactly the same size. They are 3 by 5 rectangles, both of them. Okay, so all we've got to do is add up those 6 faces and we've found out the total surface area. So that's 160 plus 30 is 190 centimetres squared. But notice, the question said calculate the surface area giving your answer in meters squared, not centimetres squared. So we can say 1 metre squared is equal to 10,000 centimetres squared. Okay, that's the correct conversion to use. So we're going for 190 centimetres squared. What direction are we working? We're going this direction, so we're dividing by 10,000. So we need to divide this by 10,000, which really means moving the decimal point 4 places to the left. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there is my new decimal point. So my answer is 0.019 meters squared. Okay, and you could even be tempted to write that in standard form. So the answer is 1.9 times 10 to the minus 2 meters squared. There's my actual answer. There is the same answer written in standard form. Okay, so I expect you to be able to find the volume of a cuboid and the surface area of a cuboid, and then be able to convert your answers into whatever unit of measure the question actually asks for. So if you're not comfortable with finding the volume of a cuboid and the surface area of a cuboid, please ask, not a problem. As I say, we learned it in year 8, and I've just shown you in the videos, but you do forget things, that's okay. So please ask me if you've got any doubts about that whatsoever. Okay? Right, so here we go. Frederick says a kilometre is 1,000 metres. So 1 kilometre squared is 1,000 metres squared. Frederick is wrong. How would you try to help him understand his mistake? Well, draw a square. Okay, 1 kilometre by 1 kilometre is the same as 1,000 metres by 1,000 metres. So 1 kilometre squared is the same as 1,000,000 meters squared. Okay? That's how you can sort of use common sense to know what the conversions are. Here's a little exam question for you. Okay? A solar farm is made up of 2,500,000 solar panels, each with a surface area of 4 meters squared. Work out the total surface area of the solar panels in the farm, writing your answer in kilometres squared. Now, we do not have a calculator here, so we need a method of doing this without a calculator. So what I would do first is I would change each of these numbers to standard form. So 4 can be written as 4 times 10 to the power of 0. Okay, i.e. don't move the decimal point at all. And then 2.5 million we can write as 2.5 times 10 to the power of 6. And if we've got 2.5 million of these, each taking 4, what we're being asked to do is multiply them together. So you're going to end up with 4 times 2.5 is 10 times 10 to the power of 6. It's not standard form. It's 1 times 10 to the power of 7. Now let's put that back. That's 10 million. Okay, 10 million meters squared. Now what we want to do is write my answer in kilometers squared. So I need some space. 1 kilometre squared is equal to 1 million. 1 million meters squared, and we've got 10 million meters squared. We're working the other direction, so we need to divide both sides by 1 million. Okay, so 10 million divided by 1 million must be equal to 10 square kilometers. Okay, there's the answer. All right, so I like to use standard form because A, it practices it, and B, standard form is all about doing things quickly and easily. Here is a challenging question for you, okay? I'm not going to give you the answer to this. I'm interested to see who will take the effort, the time and effort to have a go at this challenging question. And you can submit solutions to me on Teams, okay? And then I can sort of give you hints and tricks and cheats as well, okay? So really, I want to see who cares enough to have a go at it. Okay, that's this video.